Hi, this is Londa at Londa's Creative Sewing. I just treated myself to this box of wonderful fabrics that I was drooling over at marcytilton.com. So here's the unveiling. You won't see my face in this video because I was out weeding this morning and some bug got me on the eye, so I look like somebody beat me up. But at any rate, look at this beautiful knit. This is rayon and elastane, which is really the European version of lycra. It just looks like somebody did a watercolor. Let me open it up for you even further. So here's a big piece of it. One thing I love about Marcy Tilton's website, where she sells fabric, and I think the most wonderful collection of fabric that exists online, is that she photographs her fabrics in many different ways. She shows them draped so that you can see how it'll drape, and she shows it flat. She just does a great job, and also her explanations are wonderful as well. I thought this one would make a really neat tunic, and with all the colors in there, especially gray, and since my hair is now gray, I may just have to play a few of the goodies from my stash along with this one. This is a digital print, which is the newest thing. I purchased 4, which is a quantity of 2 yards of this print, thinking that it would make a really nice top. I also purchased, let's see here on my receipt, and it's a really nice receipt with pictures of the fabric, so you know what you got. This is the Monique Dots Bamboo Knit. So you see I got a quantity of 1 on her website means 1/2 yard. So you have to pay attention to that, but she's very clear about it. Her fabrics aren't inexpensive, but I think worth every penny. Having owned a fabric store from 1990 to 2003 where we sold top quality fashion fabrics, I would say her prices are really right about at the same level that I had to price mine way back then. So she's not taken that much of a markup, and a lot of them are imported directly from Europe. Do you see how cool this little polka dot will blend with it? It's also a knit, and the back side of the polka dot is this really nice solid gray. So that's what I anticipate mixing together. One thing I learned from Marcy when I had her to my shop years ago was how wonderful mixers polka dots and stripes are. So I have quite a collection of stripes in black and white and gray, and they really do work well. So also in my box is this calligraphy, and it's not white because I don't really like to wear white, but it's a softer kind of off-white, and the same with these polka dots. And then the other fabric that really caught my eye, and I bought 2 yards of this as well, is this sheer net with these great big polka dots on it. So all of these could go together, and I've got quite a stash of collections of fabrics that could be mixed with these as well. And another one I weakened and got was this faux print knit. So it looks like lace on top of this gray knit fabric, but it's really just a print of lace. And again, the back side is that nice solid background gray. I can really picture it mixed with the polka dot too. I like the stark contrast of the modern with the traditional. So I got 1/2 yard of the calligraphy. I got 1 yard of this printed lace, and I got, check here, 2 yards of this sheer. Just to share with you how I decided to get yardage for my stash and fun sewing, mixing things together. This one is called Green Feather Green Rose Lace Mesh. So when she says mesh, it means that it's not opaque, but rather you can see through it. So it'll obviously have to have something underneath it. But my eyes are green, so I went for the green version of this rather than the blue. I know my aqua picture wall background isn't the best to show you colors, but that's the best solid surface I have. Anyway, I bought a total of 2 yards of this one. Now all of these fabrics are 58 to 60 inches wide, so really the 2 yards will give me plenty to play with, and I may well mix these two together. It always scores points with me when a retailer does nice things. So you see here on this green feather print that I just showed you, plus a little bit extra smiley face. So I haven't measured it yet, but it was likely the end of the bolt, so she just threw in some extra. And while I'm right here on my receipt, do you see that they reduced the shipping price of $20 to $15.50? I appreciate that as a customer as well. This one is the Opal French digital knit, and again I got 2 yards. It's wide. I just love it. I love the gray background that'll tie in with my hair and all these pops of color that I need. I love the irregularity of it, and it will beg to be mixed with something as well. Once again, looking at my receipt, you can see that everything was marked down. Everything was marked down. It was on sale. And again, the quantities at her website, 1 means 1/2, 4 means 2 yards, 2 means 1 yard, because she's selling in 1/2 yard increment. So totally, even with the little credit on shipping she gave me, I've invested $184.28. That was my treat to myself. But out of that, I'm going to get 1, 2, 3, 4 garments at least for $184. Here's Soft Surroundings catalog, which I love, and I love their website. And here's a cool top, a really great idea. And that cowl, or that tunic, would cost me $89.95. So with shipping, that would be $100. So same or better quality, plus I know it will fit. I'm going to have 4 garments for $180, and I probably couldn't even have 2 out of a catalog of comparable quality. So yes, you can still save money sewing. And I've got spread out here some of my inspiration and the only patterns that I will need. Along with my basic knit top pattern, I have many different ways of making it longer in my trendy tunic tops. If I want to add different necklines, I've got all those in my nifty necklines. If I want to add a cowl, I can do that for my captivating cowl. If I want to add a flounce, I know how from Flirty Flounces. If I want to add shearing, I know how to do that with my sensational shearing. And if I even want to make things into jackets, I can do that with my Twin Set Tweaks pattern. And did you know online now you can go to any of the pattern catalogs like Vogue's? This is a Kayla Kennington pattern, so if I want to do some mixing of these fabrics, I don't even have to be creative enough to think it out all by myself. I can see how she's divided things up. I can print off the line drawing, and given my basic pattern and how I can add length and how I can add flare, I can do that. I don't even have to invest in the Vogue pattern. This to me is fun, creative fun, fun dressing, and I challenge you to do the same. I highly recommend marcytilton.com for wonderful fabric. Have fun.